When you're in an intimate relationship with this woman that you love, or maybe you don't love, but you're in an intimate situation with a woman, you being the nice guy wants to do things that will make her feel good. You want to avoid things that will possibly create a level of shame about who you are or what you're into or what your fantasies are or whatever it could be, which we all have and we're all entitled to. As long as your fantasies don't involve children or animals, then they're completely fucking normal. However, we're reluctant to share this information because of the shame that's associated with it, and then the result of that shame that it could cause some sort of conflict or rejection from the woman. So what can happen here is that you're having sex with this woman, you're in this intimate scenario, but you're holding back. You're only giving a part of yourself to her. And then the part that you're not giving there, you will take it somewhere else to satisfy your fantasies, to satisfy these needs, the need to feel completely connected with somebody. And for a lot of men who struggle with being the nice guy, and I've been there, you're giving her 40% of yourself, you're giving porn 60% of yourself, or a hooker, or an affair, but all you're doing over here is emptying yourself in front of this woman or in front of the screen, and then depriving that woman that you have in your life of your complete self, your 100% self. And this then creates resentment in the relationship, builds up a lot of anger between yourself and her because you want to go all in but you're afraid to do so, and you can't communicate this in an effective way, and it becomes a pattern for a lot of men. I know men in seemingly healthy and happy relationships, but I also know these men because I work with them. They go on business trips and they're with a prostitute. They go on business trips and they're straight onto porn sites for hours on end in their hotel room. I say, well, why can't you take that energy and time and invest it into your relationship and communicate this to your woman? And who knows, she could be well on board with it. Too afraid to do so because of the shame and the potential rejection that they may feel. So again, it's understanding that this is the scared little boy that's playing up in these situations. You need to step into your man, your masculinity, identify what it is that you really like and what you actually want and need in this relationship, and then communicate to the woman. And if she gets upset or angry about it, let her be upset and angry about it. Doesn't mean a rejection. She may need some time to process the information. Let her be angry with it. Something I conversation had with my wife once was, and they said the very same thing. I said, look, this is a few years ago. I want to be more open with you. I want to be more honest with you, but I'm scared to do so. Because when I was open and honest before with somebody that was so close to me, I was shamed. I was rejected. I'm afraid of feeling that again. And she said, look, I'd rather you say it and I get angry about it or get upset about it than you keep it to yourself and you have to hold on to that fear or anger or resentment. She said, let me be angry about it. I'll get over it. Then we can work through it. And that was the bridge that I needed to cross from being the scared little boy to then becoming the man. You know what? It's okay. I can express myself. She's allowing me to do so. She's giving me the space to do so. That's when you know you've got a good woman. If she's getting upset or she feels insulted, it's poking a pain that she has within that she's not yet addressed. You haven't made her anything. You're just expressing your true self. And you could be doing her a favor in this situation. So she can ask questions as to why is this upsetting? Why do I find this repulsive? Why do I have a shame around sex or intimacy? And who knows? She could begin to work on that and you develop a connection and a relationship that you've never had before. You don't need the porn and the hookers or the other women anymore. You're all in because she's allowing you to do so. That's a good man, not a nice guy.